Welcome to Fight Court, ladies and gentlemen. Back again, another edition. I'm Dean Thomas, joined by Ryan Quinn, and we have a special guest today. And this episode is all about him because we have so much respect. He's such an endearing young man that I want to give him his props. So let me, without further ado, introduce our special guest, King Mo Muhammad Lawal. King Mo, yeah, let's give him a round of applause. Yeah, I know he's been on the show before, but we always give him a round of applause. King Mo, what's going on with you?
You know me. I signed to fight bare knuckle in September, I think 13th. I'm fighting a guy named Dave Mundell, the redneck. So that's my opponent. Yeah, he has some hands, man. He's pretty. He's short, stout. He has pretty quick hands. You know, he's solid. It's pretty solid.
Well, this, and that's why today is special because I want to get some answers here because you retired, you were in retirement, and then I just saw a new. Ryan might have sent it to me. Somebody sent me a article from I think it was MMA Junkie that you had come out of retirement, signed with BKFC, and I just kind of wanted to get the mindset behind the whole process of you signing with BKFC, coming out of retirement. Just generally, what was the mindset like of the decision to come out of retirement?
Well, it's not going to be like I'm not coming back to. I want like one or two fights. That's it. One or two more fights just to test some skills. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna try to be like Rocky Balboa and come out and face a Tommy Gunn. You know what I'm saying? Like let's be real. Like I'm just gonna train smart and see how I can handle that business come September 13th. That's the biggest thing is training smart. I've been in the game long enough. I'm in a different sport and it's a different range and a different pace because it's 2-minute rounds, but there's less wear and tear for the training.
So how do you prepare for this?
Well, more shadow boxing, doing some bag work, some mid work, some smart sparring. It has to be smart sparring. A lot of situational drills, because there are going to be times where there will be a lull in action or there will be times where we're in the clinch. So this is about position and strategy.
One of the questions I have for you, I one of the times we spoke about you, we spoke with you on here was we literally spoke about fighters retiring and like how they feel now versus how they feel then, and I did see officially when I sent you that clip, Dean, from MMA Junkie. However, uh, I could tell, Mo, that you're excited, you're having fun with this whole process, and what clicked? What was like, man, let's do this. Like I know, and like let's just sum it up. We're all fighters here. At the end of the day, it never truly leaves you. I mean, we all think that like we all have that competitive sense. But like what flipped and you're like, man, let me get back in there. Like, are you healthy? Like, what's going on?
It's 2-minute rounds. There's no wrestling. I'm not getting kicked. I'm not getting elbowed. I'm not getting kneed. I'm not getting knee barred. You know what I'm saying? Oblique kicked, spinning back fisted. There's a lot of things I'm not getting taken down, sprawled on, arm barred, heel. All the positions, rear naked choke. That I can narrow down my areas a little more because the fastest that it takes to be a great fighter in MMA it's diminished. It's down to 2 positions pretty much, or 3, like range, position, and then landing, and where you land and how hard you punch. Because throwing with power, that could be your downfall. Because if you hit the wrong part of the head, guess what? That hand is gone, and you're a one-handed fighter. So you have to be smart about what areas you target, the clear, all that, because cuts are, Mochi chill. Cuts, that's my cat. But cuts are a big issue with bare knuckle as well.
Does that concern you at all, considering that like no one comes out of that looking okay. I mean, and that's part of the reason why I wouldn't do it because, like, I mean, I'm not no Brad Pitt looking motherfucker or nothing, but
No,
I
you're
just
not.
don't want to come out looking like the Elephant Man. Like, does that play a factor? Like, because no one comes out looking okay.
Well, in MMA, same thing in a sense, especially with elbows, because elbows do a lot more damage. Elbows do a lot more damage than a fist. And think about this. Let's say I said elbow the wall, a metal wall. You can elbow a metal wall. Now let's say I said punch that wall, the metal wall, with your bare fist. You wouldn't be able to. If I said punch that wall with some wraps on, you might be able to. If I said punch that wall with the MMA glove on, you'd be able to some point. Then if I said punch that that wall with the glove, with the wraps and the boxing glove on, you'd be able to, and harder.
So your opponent, have you ever fought anybody you were that much taller than before?
I don't
Maybe
think so.
Ishii.
No, Ishii was like 6 foot. Ishii was
Oh,
a
he's
big
that tall?
Ishii's
Oh,
a big Japanese dude, man. He was
I thought he
big.
was shorter. I thought he was shorter.
Oh, that's so racist, Ryan.
They're not like Kyoji because there are some Japanese wrestlers that are tall.
No, I think it's a favorable matchup. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I know we gotta be reporters, but whatever. I think that the matchup gives you the ability to be somewhat creative too. I know you love getting creative with the striking. I'm really looking forward to it for you. I remember when you first told me to. I was yeah, when the idea first came about. I liked it. No, I'm really looking forward to it. So you said one or two more fights. So we got this one. I know you're not looking past them. You're training and everything. Uh, when would the next fight be? You think? I don't even know how it works in
No,
BKB.
it's more about competing in a sense too, though.
Mm-hmm,
Because I can't really wrestle. I can't grapple. I can't do that.
mm-hmm.
But, I can't box a little bit. Now with the gloves on, it's a different story because boxing a boxer with experience, it's not the business. And I've been through that. And I can only imagine what it'd be like wearing 8-ounce gloves because they're touching me up wearing 16s and 18s and 20s. So imagine boxing a man that's been honed in the skill of the sweet science. Because in MMA, let's be real, like there are guys that can punch, that can wrestle, and their wrestling set up their knockouts. That's how it was in MMA too. So you take away the takedowns, things change. But with bare knuckle, you could clinch. You could utilize underhooks, overhooks, tie, plum, collar tie, neck tie. You can utilize all that within your arsenal.
So, talk to me about your opponent. Let's say the audience doesn't know much about the opponent, me being the audience. What can you tell me about your opponent?
He's been doing it for a while. He has 8 fights in bare knuckle, and his only loss was a Hector Lombard. He's scrappy. He's pretty quick, I guess. But I don't know. I think he's solid. He's a short reach. Southpaw. I like fighting southpaws. So like I don't know. I guess we'll see. I have a game plan. I have multiple game plans, and I know what I'm gonna do. So I'm just ready. I'm just ready to get. I'm in shape, but I want to be prepared for 5 2-minute sprints.
How did the negotiation process work for you in this fight? Like, did they come to you and say you want to fight, and who do you want to fight, or how did the negotiations work?
There like I didn't like they asked me about Dave Mundell or whatever, and then I guess we're just it was pretty easy. You know what I'm saying? Because like it was quick. I guess maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or something. I don't know, a month. I have no idea. Actually, I don't really remember because I have my boy Jay talking to him, so it went smooth.
I think it was mostly about the money. Huh? It was like, yo, how much?
Well, and they were trying to figure out the logistics of where and when it'd be. Because I guess in Florida. We got two Floridas. I'm not that native. He is, I believe, but I live here, and he's in I think somewhere in the he's up in the I think the Panhandle area, something like that, or he's in Orlando. He's somewhere around there. Tampa. I'm not sure. I think it's around Tampa. So he trains out there with the a team called Shift MMA. They're pretty talented as far as the bare knuckles side is concerned because they have a young guy named Jihad, Coach Jihad. He has like 3 champions through there. So he's pretty talented. He's a good tactician for right now.
Where's the fight?
Fort Lauderdale.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Beautiful.
So you don't got to go nowhere. You sleep in your own bed, wake up, show up to the fight,
Yep.
knock a dude out, cash the check, go home.
Well, the thing is, I'm still touch him up. That's the biggest thing. Touch him up. Stay smart.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Touch him up. Wrestle when I have to. You know what I'm saying? Mix it up.
So have you been training this whole time or staying relatively in shape or working on some boxing stuff since you've been retired?
Just like boxing, tactics. More than anything, it was more about tactics. It's like I can get in shape pretty quick. Like I'm pretty much always in shape. Even when I'm not doing anything, I'm still in pretty good shape.
Who are you gonna be training with for this fight? As far as who, training partners, or coaches, whatever.
I'm gonna get some work with Thiago when I can.
Yeah.
My boy Gary Clark, White Bug. I'm gonna find some other work. Also, Ramiro down there in Kendall. So I'm gonna get with him once in a while. But the thing is, for the most part, I got Legionnaires. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be helping me some too. Sakara.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's more than anything. It's about smart sparring.
Mm-hmm.
Positions and situations and timing.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I guess there's no other way to prepare for this than to do it smart because you can't punch each other with bare knuckles in sparring and training. And I mean, you gotta just have to be prepared to take that when the fight happens.
Yeah, pretty much. So, and the thing is, it's about not getting hit like clean.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the body or over the eye. You know what I'm saying? Chin. I see a lot of people get hit, cut behind their head because, up close, a lot of times the punches graze the back of the head. So
if this is so, you're saying you want to do this like twice. They offered you Dave Mundell, you accepted. I mean, do you get an option of who you want that second fight to be against, and if so, who would you want that to be against?
I don't know. First, I gotta see how I feel after the first one because training camp. The thing is, like, you never know what happens, and then after fights, you never know what happens. So the thing is, like, if I'm all beat up after that, then I don't know if I want to do another one because I feel good now. I feel real good, you know what I'm saying? Because I haven't been doing MMA training. I've been doing different types of training and more stand-up boxing stuff. So my body, the areas that were bothering me during MMA are no longer a problem.
What's the general reception been like in terms of the team, like the other coaches or fighters, in terms of you wanting to do this?
Everybody's cool, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, we all have our challenges. Everybody wants to do something. Coach Bahumpa participates in all these grappling tournaments at the open weight. We had Pitbull, a do bare knuckle. Everybody competes a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know what's gonna happen because at one point, Cattell might be like, you know what, I'm good. Let me hop in the smoker. I'm not saying it's a fight, but like sometimes people get that itch because they haven't been doing anything but teaching. And after a while, like, you feel like you want to try something. It don't have to be at the highest level, but they might want to try something at a small level.
I heard that.
Ryan, anything else?
No, man, I'm excited for it.
Is there like a delay in this? Because like
It might be.
It might be.
It
Once I
might be.
watch it, I'm
But
like,
it's
what
all
the
right. It's okay. Listen, it's okay.
Okay, because when I'm talking, I'm like, that's why my answers. I'm like looking at you. I'm like, why the fuck is my mouth?
It's like a kung fu movie.
Yeah,
With the subtitles.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I got nothing else. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's great. Like I said, I like the matchup. Tough dude, but I know that you're gonna have fun with the training. I know you're gonna have fun putting the game plans together, putting it in motion, and I can't wait for it. Can't wait to be at that fight. I haven't been at a BK fight in a long time, so great excuse to go out and get to one.
I mean, everybody loves a fist fight.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Well, best of luck to you on that. But Ryan, I think you have a felon of the week. I would love to hear who you came up with this week.
All right. I got Stanley the Drill Dorsainville. He just won a big fight last week at Rise of the Warrior in Florida, in South Florida, under Daniel Donaldson. Good dude, good promoter, one of the few. Very flow state of his fighting. He's 3-0 with 2 finishes. I know he's just refining his striking down at a Combat Club in South Florida. Great guy to watch, total beast. He's an anime nerd, so I'm all about my nerds. So he's got something to talk about. Looking forward to seeing him at the big show up in the next couple of years.
All right, Stanley, get your shit together. We looking for you.
Mm-hmm. Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up. You know who didn't fuck it up? Fatima Klein didn't fuck it up. She didn't win. But Fatima Klein, an alumni of our felon picks, and I thought she had a great showing despite not winning. She came in on short notice, fought up a weight class, and put the entire strawweight division on notice, I'd say.
There we go.
Here we
know
go.
How to pick them. We know how to pick them.
Well, fellas, it's been real. Once again, I got nothing but love for y'all. We will do it again next week. King Mo, if you need anything, you let us know because we got your back. We support you, and we here for you. So on that note, if you enjoyed the show, make sure you hit like, share, and subscribe. And on that, this court is adjourned.